Hi, my name is May Jones, and for my assignment I have decided to choose the game Phasmophobia. I chose this game as it has always been one of my favourite games and I've always wanted to see it on the big screen. I also think that it's a very unique concept for a TV show that I haven't really seen in the past before. The plot of the game is very simple. In Phasmophobia, players take on the role of ghost investigators, tasked with exploring creepy places to find proof of paranormal activities. They are equipped with tools like EMF readers and spirit boxes, and they work together to identify each ghost type that's haunting each location. Teamwork is very vital in this game. The game's setting, realistic sounds and eerie visuals keep players engaged all throughout the game. This is something that I would like to accomplish within my show. The target audience will also stay the same, as most people who play the game will also be very interested in the TV show. Even those who haven't played the game but are interested in horror type TV shows or films will hopefully still be interested. Because I want my target audience to stay the same, I will also be making the age rating of the show the same as the game. We'll also be keeping the genre the same, but I will be leaning further into the horror side than the investigating side, as that will work better on a TV show format. The first thing I did was working on casting the TV show. When casting, I researched what sort of project all the actors had been in before, and I made sure that the majority of the actors that I chose have been in horror or horror-related media, as I think that the way they would act is very fitting for the game and the show. Into different locations that were used in the game and chose 4 main ones. I chose the prison, the school, the insane asylum, and the campsite. I think these are the 4 most creative maps and have the most creative freedom within the game. For the show, I will go to different locations in real life and try and find similar matches to the game or similar locations that I can film on and research on. Next, I have researched what streaming sites I could use for my show, and I have chosen Netflix or Shudder because of the range of horror films and TV shows that are already on both sites. I think that it would also be perfect for my show, as both sites are very good for promoting newer shows and for promoting new horror films. Moved on to character design. Firstly, I used AI to create some character designs for 2 of my characters. I entered different keywords to find a close match to the original design and to my reimagined design. I made sure that the clothes were a good match and to include props. I also added different props and experimented with different backgrounds within the AI to see what would look better. I chose to do this for my main character and for one of my side characters. After experimenting with AI, I moved on to draw my own character design and prop design to create my own look for the show. I kept the same colour palette for both the character design and the prop design that I drew, but I made sure to add my own different touches. While creating designs for my show, I also created a mood board. I made sure to add pictures from the game and some related ones. I picked some colours from the images to match everything, and I also included tools like a video camera, an EMF reader, and a Ouija board and spirit box that were all used in the game. I then created a poster. I chose a dark forest for the background, then I experimented with different fonts and layered them to create a fitting title. I then created silhouettes of 2 of my characters, and I made sure to keep the colour palette dim, and I also used muted colours throughout the entire poster. After the character design, I worked on the environment, and I drew the outside of a house that I would like to be in the show. Within this design of the house, I made sure to include the same sort of colour palette with muted colours and to make sure that it was nighttime in the drawing, as it is nighttime when they go out and they investigate these houses. I then moved on to the interior of the house, and I made sure to keep it very dark and very dingy, as they normally do not have much electricity. I also included a dark figure in the corner to show how I would like to see the ghost represented, as I would change the way that the ghosts are shown within the show, as it is going to be very difficult to create the same look as the game does. The show's visuals will have a spooky, dimly lit atmosphere. Even though it's dark, you'll still be able to make out all the eerie details of the houses and the inside of the van. Some buildings will be completely covered in fog and set in deserted areas, where the only light sources are the van lights and the characters' flashlights. Sound plays a crucial role. Expect creaking floorboards in the abandoned houses, doors slowly creaking open, water dripping in the bathrooms, and other subtle sound effects to enhance the ambience. Music will be used for the end credits to create dramatic effects. Lastly, I have created a soundtrack to set the overall vibe that I want to create during the show. I have chosen certain songs to be introduction songs for each episode, outro songs for each episode, and then just background songs for the general episodes in itself.